So I didn't think I'd be doing this so soon, but given recent events, I feel I have to do this now. As of now, I'm officially retiring Anime Takeover as a show, and might be considering bigger changes down the road. I was originally planning to wait until things were in place, but it's clear leaving any hope of this show returning at this point would be pointless. This announcement comes from several factors. Internally, the show has never been that successful in this final run. Here are the view counts from the last set of reviews. Notice how most can't even hit triple digits? Hell, even those who did don't get past the 300 mark. The most recent video to get higher than 500 views was my recap of episode 1 of Bunny Girl Senpai, which was over 2 years ago. As far as Anime Takeover goes, that's terrible. And it's only gotten worse as time's gone on. I also feel creatively that I'm just out of ideas. Many of my reviews feel like I'm just going through the motions, which is not helping things. I struggled to write scripts that could really stand out from the others, and it showed. My editing is okay, but since I'm doing all of it myself, it's a pain to get it out there, and I can't exactly afford to hire an editor with as little as I make from these. I don't even have enough watch hours to apply for monetization, and even if I did, so many of my videos are content ID'd, I'm sure I've been buried into obscurity by the YouTube algorithm. Basically, I've been hemorrhaging money on this, and it's now reached a breaking point for me. But it's not just internal factors. More and more, it's becoming clear Anitubers like myself are just not welcome here. Not just by YouTube itself, not really giving us recommendation spots, but more so by the anime studios themselves. In the last few months, 2 much more successful Anitubers have been hit by massive copyright attacks. First, there was Totally Not Mark, who had Toei Animation take down 150 of his videos overnight. The only reason he won that battle was because Toei broke the rules and went behind YouTube's back to try to shut him down. So YouTube helped him out in a rare moment of them actually doing something. But the other case is much more devastating. Suede, who tends to review the Pokemon anime, got a full-on legal court complaint by ShowPro, taking his videos down and asking for fines and legal fees to boot, with his channel due to be fully deleted in just a few months. And since it's a complaint in a Japanese court, where fair use is practically non-existent, there's very little he can do to stop it. Worse yet, it's in such a diabolical way, it's like the anime studios themselves could be a villain in their own anime series. To TLDR, they filed a small claim, only charging about $800 US along with legal fees. But the only way he could fight it was to get Japanese representation, which would outright bankrupt him. And even then, he's still likely to lose. So he's forced to pay the fine, and when he does, it's official, getting his videos striked. And since it's 89 different videos getting hit, it's way beyond the 3-strike requirement to get his entire channel deleted. It's cheap enough for them to avoid heavy legal fees, but just large enough to screw over anyone here who can't afford it. And that's likely 99% of Anitubers out there. While geo-blocking could fix this, even if YouTube were able to find a way to enable it safely, a small channel like mine will never get access to it, so I'm basically fucked. This one hit especially hard for me too. See, fun fact, it was Suede that was the catalyst for me starting my career as a content creator in the first place. Back when he was that dude in the Suede, him leaving for his church mission inspired me to make my first video, my original top 10 AMVs, as a nod to his old AMV Heaven series. The rest, as they say, was history. It's almost poetic that the man who started me on this path is now the one who will lead me to its end. But now, this is what awaits me. Even if, by some miracle, I found a way to finally catch a break and get noticed in the anime community and got popular, it would only be a matter of time before one of these studios would strike. And with Japan now having tightened their copyright laws, it wouldn't be a matter of if, but when. Now, I have talked with several others who say that this shouldn't have happened, but even if that were the case, I'm not taking any more chances. This just is too risky for me at this point. Even if it does get resolved, it's only gonna be a matter of time before Japanese studios find some other way to strike. I'm just honestly tired of it all. For now, all it would take is one studio to hit me with this ShowPro gambit, and all I've done would be gone, and I'd be financially ruined. Sure, I've done all I could to minimize this by only using the bare minimum footage in my reviews, but that's how tight this has become. Even just using footage of the OP could be enough to get me hit. This also means that I'm forced to cut my losses and delete any video that uses any anime footage whatsoever. That includes all my anime takeovers, Phantom Paradises, and more. Some of the episodic recaps probably can stay, but the final reviews have to go, along with select episodes where I showed a clip to emphasize a point. It's all gonna have to go away if I don't want to get destroyed. I'll be downloading all my videos before removing them and seeing about posting them elsewhere, like the Internet Archive, so they can at least be seen. But as far as making this a career, that's well and truly over now. So, I think it's best to hedge my bets here. I see no reason to keep pushing for something that is destined to meet an end like this. I've honestly lost all motivation to make any more anime reviews at this point, and this time, I don't see myself bouncing back to try a third time. After having been at this for over 12 years, it's time to end this series for good. I won't lie, this one has left me feeling empty quite a bit. I had planned to wait until I had new things lined up so I could easily transition and not have to worry about it, but seeing this unfold just wiped me out. It really feels like Anitube as we know it is dead. Sure, some might survive, but it will never be the same. How many other channels are likely going to get destroyed by this? There's no way we can walk away from this unscathed. I may have been a small creator in this community, but it hurts just as big. For now, I'll see about refocusing my efforts on other shows, like Shades' Soapbox, though making it a bit more positive topics like my last two have leaned towards. Honestly, I'm not looking to make this a drama channel. I'll also see about getting back to the VTubers guide, as while it hasn't exactly been a massive hit either, I've had much more consistent success there at the very least, as none of those videos have gone below 100 views. But fret not, I do have bigger plans in the works for the future. I can't announce what those are just yet since I'm still in the very early planning stages, but I have some ideas on how to move forward. As far as the watch parties on the RVT server go, since I know someone will be asking about that, I do plan to get back to those soon, but it will no longer be for review purposes, and now just something I do for fun. I still love anime and I want to find new shows to watch, but now it won't be something I have to worry about writing a script for, so I can just enjoy the show on its own and not have to fret over if I have to make a video on it. For what it's worth, I am proud of what I made over the last 12 years. I've learned a lot on how to produce videos in this time. I'd ask you to watch my earlier videos, but like I said, they're going away, so enjoy them while you can. For now, I'll be taking what I've learned and applying it elsewhere. I hope most of you will join me for the ride, as I am far from being done making content, that's for sure. Otherwise, I'm the Shades, and we'll see you guys next time. Rock on.